Hello and welcome back to Ude Repo. Have you ever been on the highway and found yourself next to a massive, long-nosed truck, feeling like you're driving alongside a land-based battleship? Or maybe you've seen videos from Europe and wondered why their trucks have such a distinctly flat, compact look. It's a fascinating tale of two continents, two philosophies, and two very different sets of rules. Today, we're diving deep into the world of trucking to answer a simple question: why are American trucks so huge and European trucks so flat? The answer isn't just about style, it's a story of regulations, geography, and what it means to live life on the road. Let's get rolling. The most striking difference is, of course, the shape. In the United States, the dominant design is the conventional or long-nosed truck. The engine is out front, under a massive hood, with the driver's cab situated behind it. Think of icons like the Peterbilt 389 or the Kenworth W900, they are the undisputed kings of the American highway, projecting an image of power and freedom. Across the Atlantic, in Europe and also widely across Asia, the design of choice is the cab-over engine or COE. Here, the driver's cab is positioned directly on top of the engine. This results in a flat, almost box-like front end. Brands like Scania, Volvo, and Mercedes-Benz are masters of this design, creating trucks that look sleek, modern, and incredibly efficient with their space. So why the dramatic difference? It all comes down to one primary factor: length regulations. In the United States, federal law has historically focused on regulating the length of the trailer, not the overall length of the entire truck and trailer combination. The Surface Transportation Assistance Act of 1982 set a minimum trailer length that states had to allow, which is typically 53 feet today. Because the tractor unit's length wasn't part of the main restriction, American truck manufacturers had the freedom to extend the front of the truck. This allowed them to create those iconic long noses. Without a penalty for a longer tractor, designers could prioritize other things, like aerodynamics, easier engine access for maintenance, and, most importantly, driver comfort. Now, let's hop over to Europe, where the rules of the road are completely different. European Union regulations are incredibly strict about the overall length of the truck and trailer combined. The most common limit for a standard tractor-trailer combination is 16.5 meters, or about 54 feet. This is a hard limit for the entire vehicle, from the very front of the cab to the very back of the trailer. With such a tight restriction on total length, every single inch counts. European truck manufacturers are in a constant battle to maximize cargo space. If you make the tractor unit longer, you have to make the trailer shorter, which means you can haul less cargo. In a business where profit is determined by how much you can carry, that's a huge problem. The brilliant solution was the cab-over engine design. By placing the cab directly on top of the engine, they effectively eliminate the long nose, saving several feet of precious space. This saved length can then be allocated to the trailer, allowing them to use the maximum possible trailer length within the overall vehicle limit. It's a design born out of pure necessity and economic efficiency. Another major factor shaping these trucks is the road infrastructure itself. The United States is a vast country with long, straight, and wide interstate highways stretching for thousands of miles. Cities are generally more spread out, and industrial areas and distribution centers often have ample space for large vehicles to maneuver. A long-nosed truck with a large turning radius isn't much of a problem when you have plenty of room to work with. In contrast, Europe is a continent of ancient cities, narrow winding roads, and tight roundabouts. Many city centers and villages were built long before cars, let alone massive trucks, were ever imagined. Maneuverability is absolutely critical. A flat-nosed cab-over truck is inherently more agile and has a much smaller turning circle than its long-nosed American counterpart. Driving a massive American conventional truck through a historic Italian village would be a logistical nightmare, if not completely impossible. The cab-over design is simply better suited to the dense and complex European road network. It allows drivers to navigate tight corners and congested urban areas that would be inaccessible to a larger truck. This difference in design philosophy also has a huge impact on the driver's experience. American truckers often spend weeks or even months on the road, covering immense distances. Their truck isn't just a vehicle, it's their office, their kitchen, and their home. The long-nose design allows for a much larger and more comfortable living space behind the driver's seat. These sleeper cabs can be incredibly spacious, often featuring a full-size bed, a small refrigerator, a microwave, storage cabinets, and sometimes even a small table and seating area. This focus on long-haul comfort makes life on the road more sustainable and bearable for the driver. It's a true home away from home. European truck drivers, on the other hand, typically drive shorter distances. While long-haul routes exist, it's more common for drivers to return home every few days or at least on weekends. As a result, the sleeper cabs in European trucks, while still impressively designed and comfortable, are generally more compact. The priority is on creating a functional and ergonomic driving environment rather than a sprawling living quarter. However, the cab-over design does offer one major advantage for the driver: visibility. Sitting high up and directly at the front of the vehicle gives the driver a panoramic view of the road ahead and makes it easier to judge distances in tight spaces. Conversely, the long hood of an American truck creates a significant blind spot directly in front of the vehicle. So, in a nutshell, American trucks are long-nosed because regulations focused on trailer length, giving designers the freedom to prioritize driver comfort for long hauls on wide-open roads. European trucks are flat-nosed because strict overall length limits force designers to maximize cargo space, a design that also happens to be perfect for navigating ancient, narrow roads. It's a perfect example of how form follows function, and how rules and environment can shape design in dramatic ways. Each truck is perfectly adapted to its own world, one a master of the endless highway, the other a nimble navigator of complex landscapes. So the next time you see one of these giants on the road, you'll know exactly why it looks the way it does. It's not just a truck, it's a rolling piece of engineering history, shaped by laws, geography, and the needs of the driver behind the wheel. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video interesting, please hit that like button, subscribe to Ude Repo for more content just like this, and ring that notification bell so you never miss an update. We'll see you in the next one.